prophecy says that every 1,000 years there will be a war to conquer Rokugan, the divine power against humanity. 1,000 years of peace or darkness. Fu Leng, the chosen one of evil, the divine being made flesh. He knows that he is immortal. He achieved dominance all the evil and turned it into an invincible army. Fu Leng knows that the war is winning, defeating the armies of other clans. But the prophecy is written. It is inevitable. There is only one battle that can determine the fate of the war. His fight against the Seven Thunders. He still does not know the day or the hour, but he is prepared for this combat. Divinity may win or humans will be able to defeat evil. Follow us and find out in Legend of the Five Rings in Guatemala.
Una forma razonable de contarle a nadie que no sepa lo que es la historia.
¡Ay, ay, ay!
Championship of the world. Are you ready?
Hoy hay noches mágicas.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Poema medieval.
Hoy se juega
Are
el
you
deporte
ready?
más hermoso del mundo.
Shinsei began to tell Hanti how he discovered how to defeat Fu Leng. Years ago, Shinsei no longer had wisdom to offer the Empire, so he traveled further south to the dark lands of the Shortolans. His desire to learn and know more about world took him to destinations that perhaps he did not imagine founding. Without being noticed in those lands, he found the evil made flesh, an evil that filled his head with hatred for the divine Fu Leng, hatred for all his brothers and races, driving him crazy for a long time. He took refuge in an ancient cave, isolated from evil, an ancient temple. On its walls he found hieroglyphics of a different language. Determined to decipher its content, he began to discover the ancient prophecy of the ancient masters. This story told in stone said, every 1,000 years it is destined that the kingdom of evil and the heavenly kingdoms, through Ningen do the mortal kingdom, there would be a great war for the supremacy of Rokugan. Every 1,000 years this history will repeat itself. An evil god will reincarnate to destroy humanity, leaving enough humans alive to start the story. But this evil can be challenged by 7 special humans, called the Seven Thunders. Hanti carefully interpreted each word of the teacher. Every 1,000 years this story repeats itself. That war is imminent, and that this was the only way out to defeat evil. The warriors you name must know that this is a mission to save all of Rokugan, their families, their loved ones, the mortal realm. That death was certain, but the reward is infinite. The next 1,000 years and many more to come. The future will speak of them. They will be immortal in history and will never be forgotten. Shinsei said each name. The first was Hideratarasi, son of the Kami Hida. His first descendant, Hideratarasi, from the Crab clan, was an expert warrior in combat. He knew the Shadowlands very well. He was the warrior with battle technique and strategy, without fear of death, which he accepted, saying, I have known since this war began that I am destined to die. That's why I keep my distance from others. At least now, knowing that I am a Thunderer, I know that my death will have a purpose. Then I named the next Doji Konishiko, eldest daughter of Doji, of the Crane clan, the warrior who had to prove herself after the death of her twin brother Yasuagi, who was killed shortly before the Day of Thunder. She accepted, saying, my brother's soul is he. Then they called the next Thunder Muramoto, one of the first followers of Togishi the Dragon. Muramoto of the Dragon clan became famous for adopting the style of 2 swords of Nitten. Little was known about him until he followed Togishi. He accepted, saying some men say I am a coward. A samurai's duty is to protect his lord. Are they so naive that they cannot see that 2 swords serve their lord better than one? Shinsei called Matsu. Matsu was the best Akodo student of the Lion clan. Her reputation was forged by her legendary fury on the battlefield. An unmatched warrior, she accepted, saying, I will bring Fu Leng such an end that the Empire will sing for 1,000 years. May the Shadowlands remember my name and fear all who wear it. Shinsei called Isola from the Phoenix clan. This is the most powerful Shugenja craftsman and magician in the Empire. In addition to being the creator of the 12 black scrolls that would trap Fu Leng, he accepts saying Fu Leng has finally made a mistake. He has aroused my anger. Shinsei called Shosuro from the Scorpion clan. This was the guardian of Kamibayoshi, made of lying darkness parts. She was dangerous, but by her power Shinsei selected her and accepted saying, Bayoshi forbade any more of his followers to die in this war. I don't intend to die. And finally Shinsei called Otaku from the Unicorn clan, faithful follower of Kami Shinjo, part of the Kirin clan. He accepts saying, Shinsei never said that we should kill Fu Leng, just defeat him. So when concluding with the selection of the most powerful warriors of each clan, they prepared their trip to the Shadowlands in search of Fu Leng to defeat him and end the war. It is time to write history, to end the war, for thousands of stories to be told for 1,000 years, for your legacy to mark before and after this great war. Only the Seven Thunders can defeat Fu Leng. Discover what happens in the next chapter in your channel Legend of the Five Rings in Guatemala.
Subscribe to our channel for more stories of the Legends of the Five Rings. There is no freedom without fighting for it. Are you ready for us?